Hi. Okay, so this is gonna be a really quick video about why I chose not to use heat anymore in my hair, and also what like my views on heat damage, heat usage, and so forth. So first of all, if as most of you guys know, if you follow the blog, for my birthday in December, I decided, hey, why not flat iron my hair and whatnot. And I mean, I flat ironed my hair before, so it wasn't like, I'm doing this for the first time or something. And I really like the experience I had December. I guess it differed from the times past, because in some ways my hair, I don't know, after that one particular one, my hair felt really different. And then I realized, wow, I had slight heat damage. And I mean, as everybody else have, stated before, heat damage is nothing you want to like experience, because it feels like all your hard work went down the drain. And that's literally how I felt, and it really wasn't the best feeling. And right then and there I made the choice to pretty much say no to heat usage, because yeah, it's definitely not worth it to go through 2, 3, 4, 5, however many years you are in that journey, protecting and caring for your hair, and then to have one day of using heat ruin that. And this is not to say that once you use heat you're gonna suffer heat damage. No, I think first of all, I guess the type of flat iron I used, and mind you, I did put heat protectant on my hair, did deep conditioning prior to doing I took the precautionary steps. The point is, I realized my hair type doesn't like heat at all, because I've heard someone say this before, that they have thin strands or fine strands, but a lot of them, so it appears that their hair is thick. That's my hair. So I was going into this thinking like, oh man, I have really thick hair, and it's probably gonna need a lot of heat, or it's probably gonna need this or whatever, blah blah blah, what have you. But truth be told is, my hair is fine, the strands are fine, so they don't want to be under a lot of heat, right? But you live and you learn, pretty much. And my standpoint on using heat now is that if you do decide to use heat, definitely be very careful. Like, make sure to take the precautionary steps, because the one thing you don't want to do is go through it and then realize you have to cut all of your hair off. Thankfully for me, the only parts of my hair that was ruined was just the very end, so I cut that off already. I cut it in April, and I've pretty much been going ever since. So I know you're probably wondering, how much did I cut off? I think I cut off about between 3 or 4 inches. Yeah. And it wasn't even just only the heat damage. I kind of needed a trim to begin with, so I did both at the same time. Got rid of the the ends that were getting on my nerves, and said bye-bye to the heat damaged ends. And I couldn't be more happy. Like, right now, my hair and I, we're still in a get back on good terms, because right now, like, a lot of leave-in conditioners aren't working for me. I'm not sure why, but I do plan on fixing that soon, and finding what my hair really likes as far as a leave-in. And oh, that's what I was supposed to show you guys. Yeah, so if you follow the blog, I have a store that I created, and this, I'm gonna stand up real quick so you can see the shirt. This is one of the t-shirts that I have. See that? One of the t-shirts, it says, "You call it kinky and natty, I call it beautiful." And the fro, all original artwork by me. because as most of you know, I am a visual art student and art is something I completely enjoy. So and the link for the shirts and totes, and one of the totes look like this. They're available at the store link, which I posted in the description box, and you could find all of the information as well over on the blog, which is also in the description box. And so anyways, back to the topic of heat. Like I said, if you do plan to be a natural who uses heat, just make sure to take the precautionary steps, such as deep condition your hair. There's no way around that. Like, if you actually want your flat iron and experience to last and to be good, and also have, avoid damage to your hair and breakage, make sure you're deep conditioning your hair. Second, make sure you use a heat protectant. Heat protectant, they're created for the main purpose of protecting the hair from the damages of heat. So please make sure you always use a heat protectant. What else? Don't overdo the heat either, because I know personally a lot of people who they'll press their hair, say we're in June, today's what, June 11, they'll press their hair June 11, and by June 30th they're pressing their hair again. That's overdoing it. I know people who even do it sooner than that, but that's overdoing it. You don't want to use that much heat on your hair so many times in 1 month. That's just, no, you don't do it, okay? What else? When you do press your hair, I know I've heard and I've proven, if you want to keep your hair straighter for a longer time, you usually, you wrap it, and the wrap is what helps keep it straighter. Also, but this you have to be careful about, because the longer your hair is straight for after you flat ironed it or whatever, it's the more likely for your hair to become heat trained. So if you're a natural who you're not wanting to have your hair like become used to being straight, then I don't recommend you wrapping it too tightly too often, because what you'll find is by the time you usually your hair gets used to it, then it's really, each time you go to wash it, it's harder for it to revert back, because your hair is now like, I don't know, should I be straight, should I be curly? So you want to be very careful about that. Besides those, just make sure that when you do press your hair, you're taking good care of it. Easy ways to moisturize, use coconut oil. That's probably the best one. I alternated between using the Vatika coconut oil, either between there are two kinds of Vatika ones I used. Either the one from Hair Veda, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Hair Veda, I'm gonna go with, because it's Ayurveda. Okay, Hair Veda, and then also the Dabur Vatika oil, which I love that thing. It works amazing. So either between those two, or just using the Nativa or whichever brand raw coconut oil. So yeah, that's about it. So my stand is, I choose not to use heat anymore, just because of what I've been through. This is not to say you can't use heat if you want to, but that's just my take. I choose not to use it anymore, and if I do use it, it's probably going to be once a year. And seeing as though I did already for this year, then my next flat iron experience is going to be sometime in December next year. Alright folks, see ya!